Am I live? Okay. Welcome, everyone. I'm about to start. I don't know what the hell to talk about, so I'm just gonna. Whenever I talk, I talk. Whenever I don't talk, just watch me draw. Now I'm listening right now to this right now. It's by Basic Element, The Promised Man. I think it's a music video. I haven't seen the music video. I just hear the music. I love the music. So what the hell happened to it? I can't hear it now. Hold up. All right, there we go. So that's what I'm listening to right now. That's what I'm listening to. Let's go to this. Okay. So I want to become like a host. I want to be able to present myself really well. I'm very much a caveman. I don't know how to do this, but I'm going to learn along the way to be very charming, very charismatic. But everything takes practice, so yeah. You don't just start off great. Okay, so what do I talk about? Well, maybe I should talk about myself. Yes, this is the Wolfrhymes show. But let me see. Where do I start off? What do I talk about? I don't know. If I don't say nothing much, just stay watching, stay tuned, because I'm random. Dum 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 dun 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 dun. Oh, maybe I should explain myself a little bit. Okay. Oh, I said the same thing again. I forgot. Okay, so I've been in and out of hospitals, psych wards. Yeah, you might think that's funny, maybe, but I got schizophrenia, manic bipolar, paranoia, and the medication just puts a mask over it. But when I go nuts, I end up there, and it's a scary place to be. I mean, I believe sometimes the nurses don't have good intentions and just want to get rid of you, especially if you're a chosen one like me. You know what I'm saying? Like one time, I was in the hospital, and the nurse was smiling, and she said, "Here, take this." It was a purple pill, and I wasn't in my right mind, so I just took it and I swallowed it. Next thing I know, I thought, they killed my family, and I started kicking holes in the wall. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be talking about that, but it is true. I think people should just be honest, be truthful. It might be like embarrassing to be open and honest, but we should get to know each other. Yep. So I'll just talk about random shit. When it pops up, when it comes out, I don't know. Oh, and that's the thing. See, when I go on my schizophrenic episodes, and I say what I say, sometimes I go on social media and I post ridiculous things, crazy things, religious things, stupid things. So I am apologizing to everyone that took witness of that. Everyone that is a fan, that is a hater. Wait, what the hell happened? Hold on. Gotta put a new song now. Now I'm gonna put an Italo disco song. I'm gonna look for one. Hold on. Okay, I played that one last time. Let's try. Hold on, wait. Italo disco. Let's try. What was it called? Okay, this one's by Torre Vado, Living in the Shuttle, extended version. So I'm gonna post a link to that one so you can hear what I'm listening to. This one's awesome. When I was in the psych ward, I imagined that I was in danger, and I was in danger. And you know, like I felt like a superhero. Like it's hard to explain. Like I'm chosen or something. I mean, when I tell this to my family, they just laugh and think it's funny. But that's what I thought. So this is the link to Toravado, Living in the Shuttle. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, it doesn't say that. I just added that in. Nowadays, I think people have forgotten about good music. They don't know how to make music composition. I've said this before, but if you pay attention to the 80s and 90s dance genres, you'll see that they just know how to express the mood very clearly in the language of music. That's why I love the 80s and 90s. I live there, I stay there, I die there. Trebles are breaking my heart. I might not be able to sing so good. Sometimes I do, but I have to practice a home miss. I mess up a home miss. I take like 20 to 100 takes to make the perfect take. So that's just how I do things. Some people might be able to pick it up faster, but as far as singing goes, I only got like really like inconsistent 2 years singing, or 3 maybe, but like yeah, I do everything random. It's just I believe in destiny, so I don't worry too much. Oh, that's what I was saying. Back to what I was saying because I got interrupted. Basically, I'm apologizing to everyone that took that caught a glimpse of my schizophrenic spells. Sometimes I still get them now, but they're more like they're not as bad because sometimes they were really bad, like super paranoid, super. I didn't make sense. I was just like, man, I'm fucking crazy. So I've offended people, haters, people that follow me, that like me. So I'm apologizing now. You know, sorry you had to catch wind of that, and I'm sorry if I offended, and I can't go back in time, nor do I want to bring up the things I said or posted online. It's just, people make mistakes, especially when they're mentally ill. They're crazy, okay? And if you think, oh, I'm so great, I never did that, like, you know what? You might bite your tongue in the future. You might develop schizophrenia. You might get paranoia. So you gotta just be thankful and grateful that you haven't gone through that, because that's the craziest thing a person can go through. Ending up in the psych ward. It's just, see, I ended up in the psych ward the first time because I had a nervous breakdown from my first job. I was just fucking tired. I was working 50, sometimes 60 hours at a warehouse. Before that, I was working also 50, 60 hours in other places. But I just had enough. I wanted to follow my dreams. I just before would come home, watch TV, and not do anything because I was so depressed, so drained from work, from so much work. I'm not. I mean, I know that some people that can handle work 60 hours or plus, and they enjoy it, they love it. That's great, and a lot of times those people, but a lot of those people, they don't have any other desires other than to save a bunch of money, come home, drink a beer, not every day, but drink a beer, watch TV, and that's their life. And that's, if that's what they want to, how they want to live, that's fine. But not me. I have dreams. I have goals. Like, even though at the time I was super tired, I didn't want to do anything to reach those goals. I was just like, I was fed up, so I had a nervous breakdown. So, I believe in God. I didn't believe in, not necessarily in God in those times, but I called out to Him, and I went through, basically felt like hell, not like a real hell, but a certain level of hell in the psych wards with different medications, and they're trying to figure out the right ones for me. Yeah, that was hell. Okay, now I'm gonna put the next song. I'm gonna try Old School Rave, or let me see if I find a good techno one. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this one's good. Well, some of it, I think most of it's good. I remember. Alright, let's go to. I'm gonna post a link to what I'm listening to right now. Now, people tend to dismiss this kind of music because, their king, their leader in the hip hop world is Eminem. And he's just a brainwasher. He just basically molded the youth. That's why I don't like the guy. He just made. And I tend to mention him a lot. But, it's true. It's like this music, this song, for me, it's like. It could be many things, but it can mean the mood could be danger. It could be anger. It's not like some people, they just think it's crazy, like dancing like a crazy idiot. Like, no, shut the hell up. Like, it's kick your ass music. It's what it is. All right, now time back to going into my drawing. All right. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm trying to recreate the past. Not just me. I have a leader, and he's my brother. He is literally like 10 times better than me in pretty much everything I do. But he's way more patient, way more disciplined. Like, I don't know. I think that just happens with generations. Like, the newer generations are just weaker in some ways. They're just not able to do as much. So, yeah. So I'm making this video comic, and I want to recreate music like this for the comic book because it's a horror comic book. He's doing the same thing too. His is way better than mine, but he's got his version of the comic. I got my version of the comic. So that's what I'm doing right now. I wonder if people can hear me because I have this mic on, but I don't know if they can hear me. Hopefully they can, because that would be so messed up. Okay, so I got the basic shape. So I like I said in the last episode, I'm drawing trees, just a bunch of them, up to 30 bald trees. So with those, I can use and reuse as background pastes wherever I want. Now, I'm not putting any shades or shines, but it's this is for the version of my comic book that is a rough draft, and the rough draft doesn't have shades, shines. It has color, and it has some details, but it's not. Since my comic book is literally, I assume it's around. I've kind of like estimated it's about 30 to 80 chapters. 30 to 80 chapters. Now think about that. Each chapter, I've done one full chapter in super fast sketch, rough draft, almost stick figure drawings for the first chapter, and that alone was 300 plus frames. So I'd have to draw a background and the characters in the front with the dialogue 400 times for one chapter. So think about that. I gotta, if I really want to finish, that's not the only comic I'm doing. I have these other, at least 2 more ideas for 2 different comics. That'll probably be my life's work, or if I'm lucky, if I move fast enough, I might be able to do 5 comic books. So, and they're video comic books, so it's gonna be voice acting, the music I love, And yeah, not just me voice acting. I'm gonna have my brother voice acting too, and maybe in the future, if I calculate everything right, I have enough money, I will maybe hire extra voice actors. But I kind of don't want to do that. It's just they have to be close friends and they have to be committed, and it's just the only person I know who's as committed as I am, or even more, 10 times more, is my brother. So that's why I don't want to bring anybody into this project, because most people I know that are friends or were friends or whatever, they just leave because they have to get married or they gotta have kids, and that's life. That's how it is. But I it's hard to find people that really want to do the same things you do. They're not, a lot of people aren't committed enough. Okay, so I got that. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I didn't pay attention. Okay. Okay, so what was I saying? So I'm making the rough draft version. Once I reach chapter 1, I finish it like this quality. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do chapter 2. When I begin chapter 2, I'm gonna dedicate, I don't know, maybe an hour to 2 hours a day on the final draft of chapter 1. So it's gonna be building. I'm gonna be rebuilding chapter 1 slowly, but I'm gonna, instead of spending like an hour and a half per frame, meaning background and characters, for the final I'm gonna spend anywhere from 10 to, this sounds crazy, but 20 hours per frame. That means background, characters, shade, everything, right? So now that probably I won't be able to finish that in my lifetime, but like I said, like I don't know, I never expected them to create this software like that we can use. Like I never even knew this existed. Before we were drawing the comics on paper, so this is new to us. It has color. It's on the computer. You could zoom in. You could undo. So that's an unknown technology that I never ever expected to, for us to be able to afford, or I even knew existed. So that's new. That we didn't know about this till 2012. And before, well, the original comic is derived from my brother. He's the creator. He's the one that he's the one that came up with the plot, basically. I'm just doing an alternate reality of his comic book, which is the same characters, some new characters, different different characters for villains and stuff like that. So it's kind of like how do you say, like you see Ninja Turtles, the American version, but there's also a Japanese version, and it's like way different, right? It's like it's the same plot, same idea, same characters, but there's different things in those two different cartoons. So that's basically what we're doing. So he's the original creator. He gets, like, of course, like all the most of the credit, because he's worked the most on it. And but we were both working on his comic before, but the thing is that sometimes we would argue about like ideas. Like I tell him, no, you should do this, you should do that, and then he would tell me, no, I should do this, I should do that. So we just thought, what if we did two separate comics, like alternate realities, like different, maybe same plot but different villains, different places to go, just different, right? And basically two different artists, two different writers. So that was a good idea. That we agreed on that. And the thing is, what's good about two different comics that's the same comic book but just alternate styles. We how to say, become way more creative faster, because when I come up with a good idea for my comic book, he'll use it for his comic book, or he'll make something new but similar to that, or he'll come up with a great idea, and then I'll use it for my comic book. I'll change it a little bit, and so we become like this force of creative uh, geniuses. I don't mean to boast, but I mean I think it works. It's better to have two minds instead of one. Today I'm kind of serious. I'm not activating my sense of humor. And it's also because I think the meds sometimes have side effects. If you take it with coffee, it'll have an effect. It can make you humorous. It can make you depressed. So I'm random, but I think the thing about emotions is that you got to go through all of them to grow. Sadness, happiness, anger. Okay, I'm going off the topic, but like I said, I'm random. Just randomly talking as I'm drawing. Oh damn! I only spent 21 minutes on this drawing. My goal was 15 minutes, but whatever. Because I'm not paying attention. I'm trying to draw and talk at the same time, so it's kind of weird. What is it? On my Instagram, I have like different drawings I did for the rough draft version of the comic book. They're just concepts, like of different villains and the main characters. So you can check that out. Oh, and that's the other thing too. If in the future I say something weird on social media, I talk crap or say something, I rant, I, I do my best to go back and erase it, or it just depends, like, I don't know. Because sometimes, like, I'll post something and it could be a side effect. Like, later I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, man, why did I write that? Why did I say that? It's like, I mean, schizophrenia, paranoia, and I don't know, I mean, I am somewhat religious. Not really, because I don't believe that everything written in there is perfectly crisp, cut, clear. I mean, it has contradictions and people have distorted the word, but I just, sometimes I believe, though, that, well, I mean, people might not want to have anything to do with me when I say this, but I think a lot of times when I post something online that I later regret, I'm like, why did I say that? It might be a form of slight demonic possession because of the meds. Like, they're not perfect. They're not natural healing, but they do put like a mask over the illness. And for some people who don't believe in demons or don't believe in the devil or whatever, it's just, I don't know how to explain it to them other than if they themselves went through it. So yeah, I can't really get to those people, so that's fine. Okay, I think this is let's go again. I mean, since I started rapping at 17, freestyle rapping for 3 years. I didn't write anything down. Like, I never took the time to write a rap. I didn't know how to connect that to a beat and how to chop it up and how to extend syllables in order to fit a beat, or how to go with the composition. I didn't know nothing. So I was just freestyle rapping while I was working at my first job, which was the Long Unlimited, where I had to wash screens for screen printing. So I would do that all day, and I was in the back on my own with headphones, freestyle rapping as I'm multitasking. I mean, some people might say I should say freestyle rapping, but whatever. I mean, It's just the way I talk. And then some people might say, "Why don't you just rap the way you talk?" You know what? I mean, it's like, why should I? Who told you I should or whatever? I mean, it's just like if there's a voice that sounds better, I'm going to use that one. Or just simply different songs might have a different style and it might sound better this voice or that voice. If you have more, how do you say, variety, you know. I think that's good enough for now. I'm taking too much time. So what do I talk about now? Let me see. Well, if you check my Instagram, maybe I shouldn't talk about this, but maybe I should. No, I shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I should just keep it to myself. Well, this is if I'm supposed to keep it to myself, I won't know because I'm in the present. Until in future, it could be in an hour from now. I might regret what I'm about to say, but let's just say it. No, I shouldn't say it. Damn it. It's just because I don't want to put someone on the spot, you know, like, and then later she gets mad. So who's that somebody? It was a woman. It's a woman that I fell madly in love with. Like, I can't get her out of my mind. I mean, some people might say, "Oh, that's a mental illness. That's erotomania." Like, what the hell do you know, man? Are you God or something? No, you're not. So the first time I laid eyes on her, she's a YouTube star. She's just like, damn, like I felt deja vu. Like I knew her or I know her or I've seen her somewhere. Like super deja vu. And you know, like little by little, watching her videos, I just at some point I couldn't get her out of my head. And it's been what, almost 3 years now. Ah, damn. I mean, some people might say, just move on. There's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what, man? I don't want to marry a bucket full of fish. I want a mermaid, man. What's next? Let's try an Ital disco song. Oh, you might ask, what's her name? Her name. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say her name. She's probably gonna get pissed off. Because she usually gets pissed off at me. It's like Casey Jones and April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles 1. Yeah, her name is Noelle Brienne. Okay, let's put an Ital disco song. Come on. Let's go to which song? Nope, 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 nope. Oh, okay, I know which one to put. This one's awesome right here. What was it called again? Oh, Queen of the Night. What? Where's the original one? Hold on, I can't find it. Come on. Oh, I know why. Tallow Disco. Here it is. and I might say the same things on different episodes, talk about the same things because nobody has seen this show, so I might touch on the same topics. So eventually, as my crowd grows, they'll catch what I said before. So if I repeat myself again, it's not because I have run out of things to say. It's just I want to bring that up again. So, you know, hopefully I reach a crowd. Okay, so this one's called, it's by Klepto. It's called Queen of the Night. Queen of the Night. So let's put that out there. Here's the link. Wait. Like this song for me sounds tough. Like it's like you do this hold on, wait. I mean, it could be with different things, but let's just say you're like an 80s James Bond type guy. You're like you go out at night like a superhero. That's what I love about the song. Like if you're not paying attention to the lyrics, you just hear the lyrics as melody. That's what I imagine. A James Bond in the middle of the night saving the day. Or if it's something more dark, it would be, I mean, I want to say, but it's just some of these are my comic book ideas. I don't want to like bring them out right now. So let's see. Okay, so there's the link. Back to drawing. Dun, 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 dun. And I heard this song a lot when I was in the psych ward. Like they would allow me to sometimes go on YouTube. Like the nurse would sometimes bring YouTube to a group. And I just felt like, man, I'm chosen. As crazy as I fucking was. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So back to what I was talking about, Noel Brienne. So yes, some people told me to just move on. And I know she's married, but I can't help it, man. I'm trying to move on, really. Like I force myself, to stop thinking about her, but I don't know, man. I mean, if it's God's intention for me to desire her, then that's what it is. But I'm afraid, what if it's the devil's desire? If it's the devil's desire, then I don't want her. I don't know for sure, though. For his thoughts and not my thoughts. I'm talking about God, right? I don't know what he's thinking. I'm not God. You're not God. You can't say who God is. What he's thinking, what he's planning, what he's plotting. No one can. Well, she comes out of my comic book, actually. I mean, I've asked her before if she wanted to be, and she said yes. But then later, when I asked her again, she just stayed silent. Like, what? I don't know. I mean, it's helping her channel grow too. I mean, I'm just drawing an alternate reality where I end up with her. And I think she's, if you look up Twin Flames, that's what she is. She's my twin flame. Not soulmate, but a soulmate, I think I prefer twin flame. It's a stronger attraction because she's more, in a lot of ways, alien to me. She's alien. She's like the opposite in some ways. That's why I made that one song on my YouTube. It's called Don't Stop by Wolfrhymes. Let me just pause the music. It's supposed to go, well, I can't, I mean, like, I do everything in a bunch of takes, so if I mess up right now, it's because I'm nervous, because I got the cameras on me. I don't know when, if God ever wills me to be a celebrity, I don't know when that will be, or if it will ever be, but, I mean, I gotta practice now. But that song, Don't Stop, it goes, How's it going? Oh no, I'm too embarrassed to do it right now. Let's play the old music. But you can check that on my YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about it because I think people just, and people just think it's creepy. Like, I don't care, man. What, you're perfect, you're popular, you're cool, you're not creepy. Oh, good for you, man. Maybe one day you'll be super creepy, and then you'll be looking at your whole world like, what happened? I used to be so cool. Like, yeah, you're creepy now. So, and I don't care. You could be even a woman and become creepy. Like, yeah, you can. And you make fun of me for being creepy. Yo ass be creepy one day. You be 10 times more creepy than I am. So yeah, don't make fun of me, because it might go back to you times 10 in the future. Don't down down now 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 now. Well, I haven't had one viewer since I started. Really, everybody sees my videos not live. They watch it like after I'm done recording. Man, am I that creepy? Come on, man. They act like they've never seen a cool ass rapper like me. Okay. So there we have it. It took too long. How long is this? 36 minutes? Oh man, that's embarrassing. But you've seen the first videos of mine, I only take 15 minutes to draw this quality. It's just that I'm not used to multitasking, talking while I'm drawing. Okay, so now next one. Dun, dun. No. Okay, next song. Oh, I've played this one before. Hold on, wait. Let's try, what's it called again? Magic. Was it like this? I don't know what it was called right now. Let me see. No, what the fuck? Oh, that's what it's called. Love and Magic by... Oh, I can't remember right now. By Crystal. So let me send that out right here. I love this song too. I like the music video too. It's like all your dreams come true. Like what you imagine comes true, and it's like an adventure, and there's danger, and you have to fight, and you fight like super bad. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Tell me my fortune in cards. Tell me, in my dreams you stay forever. Tell me, in my dreams you stay forever. I mean, I'm not a perfect singer, but if I do, like I said, 20 to 100 takes, one of those is going to sound almost perfect or near perfect, or at least I tried. You stay forever. Tell me, in my dreams you stay forever. I don't know all the lyrics because I'm not good at memorizing words. Like, I have to do it like 100 times and try to not look at the paper on and off, and it's just, yeah, I can't do it. I mean, I could do it, but it takes a long time because I'm used to memorizing melodies and bass lines. That I can memorize. I can go into Nintendo Zelda, Nintendo Ninja Gaiden, and I can remember most of those melodies and bass lines because I've been humming tunes since I was a kid. So I wasn't taught this. I wasn't born with the way just focusing on music, but I was taught that, you know, music is the most important. I learned that from my brother. So yeah, he taught me that, and then after that I just focused on music since I was a kid. Because if you think about it, if somebody sings in another language, you're not going to judge him on his words. You're going to judge him on his melody, his tone of voice, his music, the sounds he uses in his music. So that's why music is the most important. You know, because if you, I mean, like, I don't care about like crafty words. Like, that's just like I don't know. It's a different talent, but it's not as impressive as good music and good melodies and good sounds, good tones of voice. You know. So I think later on my show, which might be boring as hell, it's just that, see, if I do this on my own without the cameras, I get tired sometimes and I get sleepy and I don't want to do shit. So that's why I'm doing it on Twitch now. So I stay alert. I mean, I'm not alert right now because I'm talking and I'm not paying attention, but trying to get better at both talking while I'm drawing. What the hell was I saying? Ah, sorry, I'm focusing on this now. the hell was I saying? I hope my headphones aren't too loud and then they mute the damn Twitch because that would be so fucked up. Oh, fuck, come on, man. No, 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 no. Don't, don't, no. What was I gonna say? Forget. I mean, there's a big part of me that just wants to move on. I don't want to pay attention to Noel Brienne. I mean, I don't, but I do. I want to move the hell on, part of me, but I don't because it's like I don't know. I mean, if any of you have ever felt twin flame power, like I don't know, nobody knows what the hell I mean until you experience it yourself. That person can be on the other side of the planet. That person can be, you know, a YouTube star, a movie star, whatever. But when you feel it, it's like you don't want anyone else. I don't want anyone else. I want her. And I think the only way to get rid of her out of my mind really is I mean, I don't want to say it, but end up in the psych ward again by, I don't know, suicide. No, I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, that happened to me before, but no, I can't. Okay, I didn't mean to be Debbie Downer today, but it's just, I'm random. I see random stuff. Whatever. Nobody's perfect. It don't have to be perfect. This is a live vlog. I might be going all over the place. You know, I might be saying ridiculous things. I might regret some of the things, but you know what? As I get better, this is day 2 of my vlog, really. I mean, I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to say better things. I'm going to be awesome. Oh, let's talk about how, okay, people nowadays, they tend to shun and hate a narcissist. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, I mean, all you bitches love to worship Eminem. He's the biggest narcissist of all. And then now that, my talents are growing and there's social media, no, they all hate fucking narcissists. Like, shut the fuck up, man. For reals, like, I mean, I'm sorry, but being a narcissist helps me stand up straight. You know, I might be a little proud, but that gives me energy. That gives me power to do things, to want, to desire to do things, to be goal oriented. Because if you're just, super humble and super nice, well, then what happens is your self-esteem goes down, your ego goes down. You don't express yourself. You don't say what's on your mind. You keep it to yourself, and I don't believe that's healthy. I think that people just tend to ride the popularity train. Everybody's talking about narcissists is a bad thing, like just because everybody else is saying that, they all follow as well. Like, bunch of sheep, And if this offends you, well, I'm sorry, but I mean, it's the truth. I mean, analyze the world, see the world. I mean, I don't know what happened. Like, it just seems like maybe it's just my delusion, but in the 90s, like with all the cholos trying to fight me, like all the bullies, like people were, yeah, they were more assholes, and I fought back. But now, and then people nowadays are way more, seem like they're way more nice. And if you know, now I, I try to be nice, narcissistic, they shun that attitude, like, and they call you weak if you're a narcissist. They call you like, what the fuck? That's not what they were saying before. You know, like it's like the world is sometimes backwards. I don't get it. Oh, next song. Okay, so let's see this. Oh, this one's good. I like this one too. Hopefully it goes through. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Paste. There we go. So this one's called it's by Cliff Turner. It's called Moonlight Affair. I love this song. It's awesome. Superhero music. It's kick your ass music. Moonlight Affair. Don't no 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 no. Moonlight Affair. Destiny. I don't remember all the lyrics, but I'm trying to remember the melody. Oh, no. Dun, dun, dun. Light affair, together forever. I messed up right there. It's be forever together. Down, no, 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 no. Moonlight Affair. What should I talk about now? I don't know. Okay, next tree. Tree. Oh yeah, the thing is, I take lithium, so if you look that up, it can cause slurred speech. So if you call me a mumble rapper, well, it happens. I have to strain real hard sometimes because it's like it makes. I don't know if it makes some of the mouth lazy or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how that works. That's a side effect. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Well, I don't know if I want to talk about it because people might get real pissed off. But I don't know. Well, I mean, it's just an observation. It might be true, it might not be, but I think it is. I don't know if I should bring it up though. Let me see. What was I gonna say? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 na 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 na. I forgot the. I'm not focusing. What should I say? Okay, next song. Old school rave. Okay, this is by a homeboy, a hippie, and a funky dread. It's called Total Confusion. It's one of the old school rave classics, techno. The music is amazing on this one. And then the rapper, his flow is amazing because he follows the composition of the music. I cannot flow as good as him, and his voice is good too. And I don't know if I'll ever match up to the old school, but I'm always trying to, you know, become as good as them or better. I mean, because these guys are amazing. So I'll just draw this one last tree, and then later I'll do a freestyle rap. I can't do freestyle rap with any of these songs, but I had to use like copyright free music on YouTube. So that's what I'll do later on. What the hell is the short version? Ah, there's another rap verse on that one. We find the real version, but I'll just go to the next song right now. Let's see. Okay, so here's the next song. It's by Praga Khan, Injected with the Poison. This is old school rave techno. Song's awesome too. We don't need that anymore. I can't sing like her, no way. Rainbow inside. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, I'm running out of things to talk about. Fuck. Okay, next song. Another techno classic, old school rave, is T99 Anastasia. Where am I? Right here. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so I got 3 trees. I got this one, that one, that one. I should have finished faster, but I'm trying to do both things now. Yeah. See you later.